All right, what's going on, guys? I just want to give you a quick walkthrough of how far we've managed to get with the co-location tool, but also like the entire dashboard. So when you open the dashboard, you'll be brought to the home screen, which looks something like this. And the first thing you will see that the home screen has some data going. These are some data charts I've put together, but it's dummy data. Don't worry much about it. We're gonna skip all the way to co-location. So when you come to co-location, by default, you'll be taken to the overview screen. And since there's nothing co-located yet, this screen will give you that empty state communication that you have no device under co-location. And this is where you'll find quick highlights or of your devices under co-location. So I'll skip and go to collocate. So when you click collocate, still you come across an empty state that will tell you that this is where you manage all your collocated monitors. But the only difference here, we have some call to actions, and there are two call to actions that are really important here. So one, you need to add a monitor or you can import data. So for the case of this demo or walkthrough, I'm gonna focus on add monitor. So I'll go ahead and click add monitor and give it a second. Give it a second to load the data. All right, so when you come to this screen, for those of you guys who remember what we managed to capture out of the workshop, so we go to, align that the entire collocation, process boils down to 4 steps. And step 1 is to select the monitor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select the monitor from this table down here. So I'll just maybe go with, number 2. So when I select number 2, you'll see that it showed me a status right there that it's saving my actions and it saved it. Then step 2 is to select the duration. How long do you want to collocate your device? I'll go ahead and select 4 days, and it showed me that it updated and saved my action. And there are a couple of things that are happening here. You'll see that there's a calendar pad down here that auto selects whatever you have selected at the top. And still, if you feel like you want to update the selection of like specific days, you can come in here and update that. So you see that whatever is here is reflected down here. So if you make any adjustments, like it will be automatically reflected. So they are and essentially what we're trying to do here is like to give you the flexibility. If you're lazy enough, you can go with these defined selections. If you really want to go manual, you can do that with these fields. If you just want to move around in the calendar pad, you can still do that. But what if you want more than 4 days? Maybe you want to go for 7 days. So I'll just go ahead and select 7 days right here. And you saw that it still saved my action, updated the calendar pad, and even in here it's updated. So I'm confident with 4 days. Let me go start my co-location, because that is step 3. So when I do that, it's gonna load and it's gonna tell me, great job, you have successfully scheduled your first device for co-location. And it asks me if I want to view the status. I'll just go ahead and click view status. I'll give it a second to load. Boom. So you see that our device is scheduled, and that is device 501. And it's gonna start co-location on the 5th of November, which is quite exciting stuff. So this is it for co-locate. Now I want to show you the overview in a scenario where I have some data happening. And I'll just go ahead and click overview, give it a second to load. Boom. So you will see that it updates the overview already, and it shows you a quick summary. So we get to show you like every device has a correlation of like the 2 sensors that are within the device. So we try to compare these readings, and then we show you also the the graphs, if you're interested in seeing like bar graphs. And what is important, like why we show correlation between the sensors, because that's why the data science really are interested in, to see how these 2 sensors perform within the device. But not only that, we bring some sort of comparison. So you'll see that on the left, it's device 502, and then on the right, it's device 503. So still, it's a correlation between the 2 devices, but still we figured out a way to still give you a correlation within the device, comparing the 2 sensors. So I hope this really communicates and solves the problem. So I'm really just excited to see it being implemented. All right, so that's it for co-location. I hope you guys find this resourceful. And if you happen to have questions, feel free to reach out. But that's it for now. And I'm really just excited to see it being actualized. So I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.